Hello everybody, welcome back to HotCuppaCrypto. My name is Jordan. Today we have another crazy cryptocurrency market update video for you all. We have some insane news that you would never imagine. Elon Musk, it does look like, is buying Twitter. We are going to be talking about that he wants to integrate potentially Dogecoin as the main payment system, guys. It's crazy. Also, we have the UK potentially facing hyperinflation, printing lots of money, as well as the state of California in America actually printing stimulus checks as well, guys. We do have some insane news about India's central bank looking into a digital currency. We have a huge economic money printing bailout from Germany in Europe because of the European energy crisis. Things are heating up in the market, guys. It is looking scary. We have Binance. The BNB chain just got hacked. It is wild. It nearly became the biggest hack in cryptocurrency history. We're going to be discussing that all. So you need to sit back, grab a beverage, and we have loads more news to discuss. And we're going to deliver it to you guys super fast, the fastest news on YouTube, guys. So take a sip of your cup of tea. Today I just have a cup of tea. I'm drinking green tea, something herbal remedy and nice. And guys, we're going to be jumping straight into here. First, a market update on the prices and what's going on. We do have Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, and the whole market minus 2 or 3% basically, right? However, if you're looking at all the coins, if you look down here, guys, this is why I am monitoring a bunch of different coins. And you can see we do have XRP exploding. Huge, massive green candles, plus 5%. And it is probably just beginning because this is a speculative, wild, hyper pump. And as you can see here, guys, what happens when XRP pumps? Stellar always pumps straight after it, which is XLM here on the bottom left of the screen that you can see here, guys. So why do I follow all these coins and tokens and prices? It's pretty interesting because you can always see what's going on. It is the same way that Doge is correlated with Shiba, right? Every single time that Dogecoin pumps, which is a meme coin, Shiba Inu always blasts off like 2 seconds afterwards, right? So you can literally always get that prediction. So it's crazy, and it is just similar here with XLM and Ripple. So guys, we do have more insane updates. Bitcoin did actually try to get past 20k, but today we did have economic data coming out from America, which was the unemployment data, the jobs report, right, basically. And it did it was actually a negative catalyst for Bitcoin because it means that the job market is not is basically looking strong. There was less unemployment, but for some reason the Federal Reserve, that means that's not good in this situation for financial markets, because it does mean that the Federal Reserve will be able to continue raising interest rates because they see that the damage to the economy is actually less right now, which is bad for Bitcoin, right? So Bitcoin immediately hit 20k, and as you guys can see here on the chart, I'm currently checking out over here the 15-minute chart, but we can see here the past few hours that ever since that report came out, Bitcoin has been dumping. So economic news is super important, guys. You must always be monitoring the economic news. And the other main thing here is that the dollar, the Dixie, right, the dollar index is exploding and pumping up once again back towards this high of 115. Today we are breaching 113. As you can see, we have pumped past 112 and we are nearly at 113 here, price for the dollar, which is forcing Bitcoin and therefore all of the rest of the assets of cryptocurrency assets to go down now, right? Which is interesting. Now we do also have, as well as the dollar, guys, the 10-year treasury yield for America blowing up. The yield is going up, which means bonds are selling off. People are losing faith in the bond market of America, which was supposed to be the safest market, basically. God, I need a sip of tea for that. But you can see that we are about to hit one of the highest yields in a long time. This does mean that the bond market is broken, guys. We have, this causes stocks. Look at stocks today, minus 3% on the S&P 500, minus nearly 4%. So minus 3.5% here for NASDAQ. This is all in one day, right? The American tech stocks. We also have the Dow Jones tech stock index, basically. We also have the Dow Jones Industrial Index, which is basically all of the core of America's companies and industrial industry. They're dumping like never before. People are losing faith here in stock market, so the stocks are looking even worse than crypto. It is an absolute bloodbath in the financial markets, and it is just the very beginning of a very long, deep, dark bear market winter, guys. And as you guys know, everybody is losing all of their money as it goes into this deeper, darker and bear market times, and we are skyrocketing to the moon because we make money as the market gets lower and lower and lower. That is what traders do. So basically, I'll be doing some videos about trading in the future, guys. Maybe show you guys some stuff what I'm doing, but it's very easy to make money as the market goes down if you actually learn the fundamental basics of trading and leverage trading and many other things as well. However, those are the prices now, guys. This is the cryptocurrency market. As you can see, it is red. Everything is dumping down except from XRP plus 5% and Ripple plus 2%. Stellar plus 2%, which is XLM, right? Now, this is a coverage of the most important economic dates coming up. As I said to you guys earlier, you know, the economic catalysts of today, which dumped the whole entire crypto market, you need to be aware of, or perhaps you might be interested to know that these are the most important dates coming up. And again, we're going to have it, and this happens every single month, guys. We get all of these pieces of data. On the 7th of October, it's the non-farm payroll reports. On the October the 12th, so that was today. This was the one for today, right? October the 12th is the FOMC meeting just before the CPI data is released on the 13th. So that is when the Federal Reserve speaks, right? And then after that, they'll be speaking as well, of course. And then October the 17th is going to be the earnings. This is for all the stocks, you know, the companies coming out with their earnings reports. And then on October the 28th, PCE. On all of these dates, you will see the market skyrocket to the moon or dump down very fast and rapidly and aggressively, guys. Literally, so be aware of that. So yeah, we did have Credit Suisse and Deutsche Bank now looking like they are entering into a potential banking crisis, very similar to 2008, where they essentially have leveraged so much, they have so much debt, and then they run out of money and everybody panics and tries to get their money back, but they won't be receiving any of their money back, guys, right? Because we know how it goes with these crises. Luckily, if you do have Bitcoin and crypto, you are outside of the system potentially. So gold, silver, all of these things might be interesting protections to consider. But yeah, that's why economic data is so important, guys. Now, a couple of the other prices that we're going to mention, right? We did have stocks down, right? We have the dollar going up. This is affecting currency markets, guys, in a severe and negative way, especially if you're in the UK. As you can see, the value of our entire civilization is crumbling before our eyes as the British pound plummets down to new record lows. As you can see, the lowest point was just a week ago, you know, 2 weeks the other day, and now it is heading down again. It is a 110 the price of the British pound against the dollar. However, it is going to quickly move to 109 and then down further because why? Well, it's because of this, right? The dollar index is skyrocketing up. No one can stop this, guys. It is just like a slingshot, right? I mean, like it is like a rocket launcher. If Jerome Powell wants the dollar to explode, then he will make the dollar explode. Remember, the only person who is in control of the financial markets is not actually Elon Musk, guys. It is Jerome Powell from the Federal Reserve. So yeah, we do have the euro also here. And by the way, that is why we track all of this data and this economic data, because you can see very clearly exactly predictions of where the market is going to go next, if it's going to go up or going to go down, right? It is pretty much very obvious. So that's how we know all of these things are happening. That's how we know, yes, we are still in a bear market. Bitcoin is trending down. It did not break out yet, clearly enough. However, we're going to be doing some deeper technical analysis on Bitcoin in another video coming up soon. More regular videos like this. So if you guys love all of the news stories and new crypto projects delivered to you guys fast and quickly here on YouTube, and then subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell notifications, take a beverage, and sit back and relax and tune in here to Hot Cuppa Crypto with me, Jordan, as we discuss everything on these videos today. And also, guys, leave your feedback in the comments of other things that you want me to discuss here on this channel. And I really appreciate the positive support from all of you, as always. As you know, the reason I did start this channel is because I am passionate about the future of the cryptocurrency industry long term and Bitcoin. And I really, truly do believe that it can change your life. It can change a lot of people's lives. It has impacted my life in an amazing way, and I do really want everyone else to experience the beauties and the potentials of cryptocurrency. Never give up, guys, and always keep learning, especially in the bear market. And that is why we are here, guys. Learning about new DeFi projects, learning about cryptocurrency, macroeconomic news, just like this, the future of the Bitcoin price, and when the new bull market will begin, which is not now, basically. Now, everybody's waiting for that Fed pivot, the Federal Reserve pivot, right? That will be the indication of the markets changing. Now, we will be tracking that and delivering that to you here on this channel, as always, guys, just like an Amazon Prime package. So sit back, relax and enjoy. And just another few things to mention. The Japanese yen is suffering even worse here. As you do know, they are experiencing nearly hyperinflation with their currency because of the fact that, well, the Bank of Japan actually came out just before the Central Bank of England. Because as you guys know, the Central Bank of England governor lost his mind the other day. He completely lost his marbles and decided to buy government bonds in order to bail out the pension funds. So it was basically 2008 crisis. Again, it happened very fast. But yes, UK pension funds nearly went insolvent, and but they did have to print the money and bail them out. Well, the Bank of Japan did that before us a few weeks ago. They weren't actually bailing out necessarily their pension funds or their hedge funds over there in Japan, but they were doing this money printing, as you can see, making the value of the yen go down because they were buying the Japanese bonds, an unlimited amount, they said, in order to keep Japan solvent, because they simply have too much debt over there in Japan. Now, of course, there is a global debt crisis across all the world, as all countries have a lot of debt. We have seen problems in Switzerland due to their Credit Suisse Bank, one of the biggest banks, having problems and putting pressure also here on the Swiss franc. So this is something to keep an eye out, guys. We haven't seen the franc this week in a long time. June 2022, May 2022. But if you go back on a longer time frame, the franc is looking at a pretty low point here, and it does have a small potential to start coming down here to the lows and start breaking that. If this happens, and with the we have the Australian dollar here, right, as you can see, looking very weak as well, down low. We have the Chinese yuan completely hitting a brand new low all the way over here, guys. This is insane, right? Really from a long term. We also have the Turkish lira, which of course has been hyperinflating for a while now. Awful collapsing currency there. And the Russian ruble is only looking strong because of other reasons, of course, due to the war and so forth. The Canadian dollar as well. These are just interesting currencies to keep an eye on, guys. If we look at the Swedish SEK, this is opposite now. So as this is going up, this means that also the Swedish SEK is losing value, because the dollar, this is the dollar against the Swedish SEK, and also the dollar against the Dutch Deutschmark. I just thought we'll go over a few of these now. If you think all of those is bad, this is the very worst one. This is the dollar to the Argentinian peso, as you guys know. This is the ultra. This is when a currency really has an ultra collapse. You can literally see it is just like a safe moon old coin shitcoin chart, right, guys? It just keeps going up. Unbelievable. So the dollar is going up. So the Argentine pesos is losing infinite amount of value against the dollar here every single day. It is absolutely insane watching this. And we have the Brazilian real and a few other currencies. Mexican currency is looking interestingly a bit more stable against all of these. But yeah, that's just an insight for you guys. Even we could check out the rupee. So the dollar to the rupee. Where is it? So it's over here, I think. And as you can see, even the rupee is going down against the dollar. This is the dollar here going up, right, against the rupee. So again, it's the reverse way around. It is hitting new highs here against the rupee. So even the Indian rupee suffering. It's absolutely insane. It's causing all kinds of economic problems. And so if we look at Bitcoin chart here, in the long term, we can see that we are continuing this downtrend. Even if I drew the downtrend line from last time, it appeared to be potentially breaking over here, guys. That downtrend just here, as you can see, is peeking its head out, but this could be a fake out as we head lower down now, and it probably is, right? Another thing to take a track of, I showed you the pound, guys, that is going down. Excuse me. So as you can see, we are experiencing quite an awful currency collapse here with the pound. It did make this awful low, and then it went back up, right, and stabilized a bit after Liz Truss and Kwasi Kwarteng, the new British leadership, tried to do speeches to save the economy, and they ended up making the situation worse, and now it's going back down. However, the interesting thing is very, very important to take note of is the price of gold in English pounds, guys, because in the UK, what do you do to protect yourself? How do you keep yourself safe? Well, one way is the dollar, but the other way is gold here. As you can see here, gold hitting its all-time high point against the pound just the other day. As you can see, there was a big candle wick over here, right? And you can see this candle right here, it wicked right up to around 1578, which is the all-time high price, as you can see over here, 1580 from before in the past. And it is now looking, guys, like it is forming some kind of ascending triangle potentially, or an upwards trending trajectory here as the pound starts to go down. So we could see gold potentially breach its all-time high from to the British pound anytime soon. And the last time it did do that, guys, was in March 2022, which was the COVID crisis where all the financial markets collapsed. And the time before that, of course, well, it was if we actually go back all the way on the weekly chart, I believe it was sometime, you know, ages ago. But yeah, so essentially we can see here, you know, gold is exploding against the pound, and gold is actually doing what it will eventually do against the dollar as well, right? Because the dollar should eventually collapse. It's just nobody knows when. Nobody knows how long this American Ponzi, the US Ponzi scheme will go on for, right? Which means the never-ending and record high amounts of debt that they have compared to the rest of the world. But they keep profiting from it, and while the rest of the world suffers here, as we can see reflected here in the currency crisis, which is the dollar continuously rising and all of the other currencies continuously going down. It is absolutely crazy, guys. If we do look at the price of gold compared to the dollar, right, which is the ultimate gold measurement, to see if, you know, the gold is holding its value here. It did have its dip, but it did the other day break back up again, but it is now looking like it could go down a little further. And we do have the same with silver. Silver looking very exciting indeed. It started to break out as there became a potential for a huge silver short squeeze, which looks like it is going to be delayed in the short term, and then in the long term that could be breaking out and exploding. So let me know what you guys think about precious metals. Are you guys desperately holding on to gold and silver for dear life in order to save yours and your family's, you know, future from, you know, financial devastation, a financial collapse basically? Or are you just holding Bitcoin, or are you holding all of them, which is what I think is a good idea? Let me know what you guys think. So that's the quick update in regards to, you know, all the financial assets. Now if we quickly jump over to the UK, we can see mortgage rates things are getting so bad here because of the interest rates. I told you before, I showed you guys the drop of the pound. Let me just show you something else here about the UK. So we do have the UK pound going down, right? So this is for if you are from the UK watching, let me know in the comment section below, guys, and let me know which country you're from. I would love to see. And let me know how things are in your country. However, if you're a fellow UK viewer here, guys, joining us, then we do have this pound going down, but we also check out the UK 10-year bond yields, right? Now this is terrible, because the higher this goes up, the worse, the more unaffordable debt will become for everyone in the UK, including not just governments themselves, right? The actual government debt that we have to pay for all of these tax cuts, right? And all of our public services and just everything, all our national debt basically, but for the pension funds as well, guys, which is why they got bailed out. But also it was for the mortgages, right? So everyone who has debt, credit card debt as well is affected, loans, anyone with loans, which is everyone, right? Especially companies and institutions in the UK, we are all in serious trouble. But homeowners and people in the, you know, property market, as you can see, guys, here, this is about to explode past the high where the Bank of England had to bail out, where it nearly caused a, you know, UK financial crisis the other week. Does this mean that we're going to hit past that, which was 4.5 treasury yield for the UK 10-year government bonds, which are called gilts, right? UK gilt bonds. The 10-year gilt bond here, which is the biggest and the most important measurement of the debt market or the bond market in the UK. It's one of the most important indicators, of course. It's the same with the 10-year treasury yield for America, which is this one, right? Because no matter what these bonds do, this controls everything else. Like this controls the currencies, like the dollar and the pound, and this controls whether the crypto market will stay up or go down. So this is something very important to be aware of and understand. But we're at a crisis here with the UK again at unaffordable levels. 4.2, it could get up to 4.5, which would explode past a new high, and then that's when everyone starts to potentially default on their debt here, guys. So we are facing critical levels. It's going to be interesting to see what the Bank of England and what the government's plan they have for this, if they have any plan for solving this mortgage crisis at all. But it is causing a mortgage crisis worse than the 2008, as reported, guys, here by BBC Today, The Guardian, and we have Sky News, Yahoo News, and all of the main, all of the, you know, The Sun, The Telegraph, The Times, and Bloomberg, even the American, the American news reporters are all getting in on this, talking about this crazy UK mortgage crisis. It's the fact that UK mortgages can reach nearly 6% on brand new deals from now onwards, moving forwards, right? And that is a conservative low reaching prediction. This could actually go higher as the Bank of England continues to raise interest rates, which it has to do. Otherwise, inflation will never become under control. It will just get worse and worse and worse. In fact, it is nearly impossible for them to control inflation now, because inflation is over 10% in the UK. We will be checking out what the new inflation report will be later on this month, in a couple of weeks here on this channel, guys, delivering to you what the impacts of that is going to mean for the Bank of England and the economic crisis point coming up for the debt and the housing market here, as UK house prices begin to potentially implode. People lose their houses, just like the 2008 crisis. We have to have huge bailouts, and then all the foreign rich American, Chinese investors and everyone comes in and starts to buy up all of the UK property. That would be insane. But we are going to see how that unfolds, guys, coming up in the future as a new crisis here. If we thought we had it bad, Europe has it even worse. We do have Germany's huge $200 billion proposed bailout getting absolutely undermined. So this is Germany's huge bailout for the Europe's economic crisis, guys. So this could be a huge money printing package which could damage the euro and cause skyrocketing inflation in Europe. So keep your eyes out for that. We're going to whiz through a couple of crazy news stories here. The IMF warns the world for heading towards greater instability. Basically, the International Monetary Fund, which bails out bankrupt countries, guys, is warning that crisis is coming. Keep your eyes out for that, how that develops, in the coming days. California is also starting to print money and hand out $1,000 stimulus checks to everyone, $300 billion in total, compared to the whole of the 52 states of the US, individual states' financial budgets, which is where that's coming from. So that's absolutely crazy, giving it to every single citizen, homeless people, non-homeless people, everyone, just handing out money. It's absolutely, even to the rich people, right, guys? It's absolutely crazy. So, but America loves, dishing out stimulus checks and exploding inflation. Now, Elon Musk's Twitter deal back on. He is buying Twitter. A quick thing about this is absolutely insane. He also plans to create the Everything app. So he's going to expand Twitter to being TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, everything in one app. He's going to do it in less than just a few months, and he is promising it will take over all our apps. He's going to be saying that he might be integrating Doge, which is a crazy crypto, and everybody's going to start using Doge. This is how crazy Elon Musk is, and as you can see here, he's laughing his head off because he just introduced new human robots. As you guys saw the other week, we're all going to have human robot butlers soon, which I'm actually personally looking forward to. That would be pretty insane, guys. A robot butler can deliver me my delicious green tea before I start one of our amazing news update videos for you guys. Right here on HotCuppaCrypto, the channel. As we end this video, we're just going to jump into the last quick news stories, guys. So subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell notifications if you love these videos, these updates. So thank you for the amazing support also. But we did have the Binance hack yesterday, guys. We're going to be delving into this a bit more in the future videos. BNB chain had a potential crazy record cryptocurrency hack. However, they managed to stop it, and now it is all solved thanks to CZ, CEO from Binance, giving everyone regular updates. But it was actually because the chain was centralized, right? It's not decentralized. They just stopped the chain and turned it off because someone apparently is in control of the chain. However, that was actually our blessing in disguise, guys, because we didn't lose all of our funds in our MetaMask wallet, in our Binance overnight. And we did have our funds rescued and saved by the fact that they stopped the hacker by turning the hacker's wallet off and everything like that. But long story short, we need to delve into the details next time. But the situation has been contained and is under control, just like an exploding volcano, guys. We have controlled the situation. But if you want to quickly check, this is that hacker's wallet. As you can see, he has $487 million, and they just can't stop him from using this money. But the 427 million of this money was actually contained, right, and saved and rescued. So he got away with about 100 million. That is the updates for right now. You can follow the updates here on BNB chain for that news story. We do have a news story coming out here about the Celsius CEO's wife, right? Alex Mashinsky actually cashed out 2 million of all of our guys' crypto that was stored in the app and just robbed it, basically. So yeah, just another day in crypto, guys. If you're wondering where your money from Celsius went, The crypto, they did this before the bankruptcy. New documents have been revealed. Who knows if this, we're having new stories like this popping up all the time. This, of course, followed the story that came out earlier this week about the Celsius CEO, Alex Mashinsky, and others actually cashing out over nearly 50 million. It's crazy, millions and millions. As you can see here, you can see Celsius CEO alone moved 17 million of the client's money out and just cashed it out, guys. So they are paying for their expensive holidays around the world. Now, India's central bank shares a concept note on the new central bank digital currency, which will begin their pilots soon. So they are looking to potentially not let any Indians get into cryptocurrency and control them, so that they will never be able to use Bitcoin over in India, right? So let's see how that goes, guys. The same as the central bank digital currency being developed in the UK and the US as well. India's central bank to launch their new digital rupee pilot here, as you guys can see. Keep an eye out for that, about how that develops. Insane, guys, insane. And then the last little thing, Visa and FTX are partnering together to launch a Visa card, which I am going to be using, my first ever crypto Visa card, guys. I hope, because I've been trying to get one, and you can't get one from if you're in the UK from Binance, but they are doing a partnership which lets them have crypto debit Visa cards, guys, to easily spend their Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies in any merchant that accepts Visa cards in 40 new countries now. So I really hope UK is going to be on the list. I'll update you guys to explain if UK becomes on this list of 40 countries here in the future videos. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and let me know your guys' suggestions and feedback down below. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell notifications if you want to see more updates like this, and we will see you guys in the next video. My name has been Jordan, and we'll see you in the next video on Hot Cuppa Crypto, guys.